Kia ora koutou, ko tangitu toku maunga, ko te awaroa toku awa, ko ngā tokimata whāroa toku waka, ko te patunga te marae, ko ngāpuhi me te raroa aku iwi, ko Ngāti Uru toku hapu, ko Jorja Heta toku noa, no reira tēnā koutou katoa. Kia ora, hello. A warm welcome to the tauira, alumni, partners, sponsors, whānau and friends, and TupuToa rōpū that have made this whole night possible. Tonight, we come together to celebrate the kaupapa that is brown excellence. Yeah. To reflect on the environments that we occupy and the opportunities and challenges that come with navigating two worlds. This summer, I've learned a lot. I've learned that coffee is a way of life. I've also learned about the value of cultural identity and how honouring that can look like in a corporate setting. A little bit about me. I am in my final year, my 6th year of a Bachelor of Laws and Arts at the University of Auckland. And I'm the first in my whānau to go to university. That's mainly because my whānau don't drive. I was born in Whangarei and lived all over. Yeah, shout out to Whangarei, shout out to Hatia. And lived all over the motu before returning to Taitokoro, finishing high school at Whangarei Girls High. And growing up, not really knowing my whakapapa intimately, because I grew up with a Māori mama and a Pākehā stepfather, and our reo wasn't passed down within our whānau. And through living in very different places, from Taranaki to Tauranga to Canada at one point, I kind of became a chameleon and adapted to my environment and the people in it, trying to find my place. And I'm so grateful that my whānau and I returned home to Taitokoro. And for me, it wasn't until going to university that I really learned about the intricacies of being Māori, of myself, my whānau, and the very real implications of colonisation that have led to generations such as ours wanting to reclaim our culture and actualise mana motuhake. And I just want to reiterate to everyone here in this room that whether you're fluent in your native language or don't know your family tree, whether you're light-skinned or dark-skinned, your whakapapa knows your skin. You just need to tune into that. I chose to study the law because I'm good at arguing, but also because I believe learning the law and understanding it allows us to transform its relationship with our people. I remember in a criminal law class, I read a case and it said the Crown against Heta. And I was like, damn, my name's already pretty well known in the legal world. But I just want to take a moment to congratulate all of the tauira in this room tonight, because we have been studying during some pretty crazy times. Global pandemics, climate change, and we're still here. And one quote I think about often, and that was running through my head before I had to get up and speak, was by the late Moana Jackson, that being courageous or being brave is just the deep breath you take before you start something difficult. This year, I clerked for the law firm Minter Ellison Rudd Watts and the intellectual property and environment team. I learned a lot about how the law works on a practical level, developed my research and interpersonal skills, helped out with multi-million-dollar agreements, and learned that was just a regular day in the office. And I also met some incredible people along the way. So I just want to acknowledge the Minters team that are here tonight. Thank you for coming. And I also just want to shout out to my mum and my whānau, who are not here tonight because of the cyclone, but they are the driving force for why I'm here. Over the summer, I think one of the biggest challenges for me was figuring out how do you maintain your cultural values and identity while doing this mahi. And I think to some degree we have a choice on whether we will leave that part of ourselves at home or take it with us in every space we enter. If we will choose to be chameleons or be staunch as tangata whenua and tangata moana. And I think it's important to remember that our dual realities of being Māori or Pacifica or both in the Western world is a strength, because we can draw from the teachings of our own tikanga as well as our understandings of te ao Pākehā. And I just want to thank the TupuToa rōpū for empowering us to be unapologetically ourselves, to our navigators for being the best tuakana, and for partnering us with organisations and industries that are passionate in supporting this kaupapa. So to our tauira, as you look to the future, always find ways to remain connected to yourself and your roots. And whenever you feel like you're being pulled into too many places, take off your shoes and dig your feet into the soils of our earth. Dip your toes into our ocean, for that keeps us grounded. As tangata moana and tangata whenua, go home. Whether that's a physical place or a space in your mind, go home. Hawaii looks different for everyone. Nō reira, tēnā koutou katoa. Thank you.